Okay? You might have that person tapping on your shoulder, but if they don't, that's okay. That still counts as an exposure because you made a contact with a person that puts fog on a mirror. That's what we call an exposure, okay? So when they say all I can get, you say, me too. Now, I have found a way that we can earn these coins, buy them at cost, earn some extra money, a little bit or a whole bunch, and have fun in the process. Does any of that interest you? And if they say no, take your coin out of your hand, put it in your pocket, don't say anything else, okay? But if they say yeah, then you take your other tool, your 7kmetals card with your website on it and some little slogan about earning up to $500 or $1,000 a week or whatever you got. And you got places in your website you can order your card. And you hand it to them and say, watch the videos on that website and explain everything to you. Have any questions? Call me. You made an exposure. Doesn't mean they're going to get in business. Doesn't even mean that they're going to go to the website and watch the videos. But you made an exposure and you got your card out. Okay? 5 people a day, 5 days a week. An exposure. Exposure should take you, if you're doing 5 a day, 5 a week, an exposure should take you no longer than 15 minutes. That's, if you're doing emails, that's copy and paste, put the address on, it's out. If you're doing Texas, same thing, copy and paste, it's out, okay? If you're walking around, it take you a little longer, but you're doing it in the course of what you're doing. The exposure time is only the time that you're talking to them, okay? That's the only time that is. Now, in that 5 people, 5 days a week, that's 25 exposures, okay? You're going to start, if you can get their name and address, get a card back from them, you got a means to follow up. Now, if you send it out to a person that you have, you got a means to follow up. Follow-up training comes in the skills, attitudes, and techniques. That comes later. But you need to first make exposures. Now, on your list, the first thing you're going to do on your list, these are lists of everybody you know. Now, every person in here can make a list of it. I know you're going to say, I can't do that. But every person in here can write a list of 500 people they know in their life. Easy. And we got some memory joggers and some things to help you do that. But I just want you to make your list of 50 or 100, but make your initial list of 50. Here's what everybody skips. And you can't skip this. You got to make your list. If you skip making your list of your 50 people, you are not going to be successful in this. Because everybody else is going to skip it too. They're going to do what you do. You got to be able to say, hey, I did my list. And then I worked my list. Now, what I want you to do off your list of people, these are people you know, everybody you know within an hour from you, that you physically go have a cup of coffee with them, meet with them, sit with them, and you sit down and you watch the overview video in your back office. Well, it's up on your front page now. So you watch the overview. It's 22 minutes long. Make sure you sit there and watch it with them. And after it's over, you turn to them and you say, see any reason not to join right now? That's the only question you have to learn. Any questions or reasons they don't join, then that's to get them on an opportunity call, to get them on a 3-way call, or to bring them here to meet other people in the business. And the business is truly that simple. There's no more to it than that. But I do like to tell you a little bit about, before, as we wrap it up here, what I call the parts that you get the training in in terms of how to make more exposures, because that's more skills. We have separate trainings on that. That, like the postcards, you can send out postcards. You can buy those on the link that's there. That's an exposure. Send out 5 postcards a day. Okay? Well, what you will learn in these 2 years, and I like to give you 2 things real quick. I'm not going to do the trainings. I'm going to give you an overview of what they are. But you will learn the 7 principles of success. Now, they're all in the Bible. So if you want some head start reading, as part of your 15 minutes, if you read the Bible 15 minutes a day, that counts too. Okay? And you'll find these 7 P's. The first one is patience. So that's why you won't get so frustrated and get mad and quit and all this kind of stuff. Why are you quitting? You're quitting your own success. You don't have any bosses in this business. Okay? Number 2 is perseverance. So you got to learn how to persevere with your exposures, with your follow-ups, with your contacts, with your own attitude. And persistence. Anytime anybody has a question, they are truly interested, you just don't know it. And they may tell you no, but get in next year. And if you're not persistent with them, they're not going to get in on your team. They're going to get in on somebody else's team. And you did all the groundwork. You got to learn how to prospect. Yep. Prospecting is what I call sharing. I like to use sharing, but it is truly prospecting. Okay? And if you treat it like evangelism, you already kind of have a hint of how to do it. But you got to have posture, because see, if you do not believe in this, they're going to sense it immediately. So if you don't believe, they aren't going to believe. Andy, do you think I don't believe?
No. You absolutely believe.
I absolutely believe. And I'm the least person that needs to believe. Because I don't need it. But I enjoy it, and I have fun, and I'm not going to turn down the extra dollars or the extra gold and silver. I always need extra gold and silver.
Absolutely.
Right?
Sure.
Super deal. So posture is one of those most important principles of success. 6 is priority. So if you say, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. So get on getting the list of 50 made tonight. Print it off on your website. Start filling in the blanks until you got at least 50 down. And then all your contact information. And that leads to the final principle of success, and it's the one that you get to enjoy, called prosperity. That's the P that I really like. And you will too. So it's called the 7 principles of success. I have a training on each one of those P's. Okay? And then the first one that I'll give you is the 3 7s of what I call time, freedom, and wealth. And there's a whole training on this, but I'll go through the outline real quick because it's all part of what we do here. And the first part of it is the 7 steps to success with 7kmetals. Step 1, really easy. Understand the value of your business and treat it like big business. Did that sound familiar about the very beginning? Only you can fire yourself. So you're going to connect with people that are where you want to be. Forget about all those losers. Forget about all those naysayers that say those things don't work. Argue with Success Magazine then. Argue with people who has already been successful. Argue with the people who are giving all those testimonies. Apparently it does work. See, learning posture, learning how to deal with objections, you know, and make an investment to attend a company-sponsored event. Now, I'm not talking about our event. I'm talking about a company-sponsored event. Because when they open up, they're going to start having, you know, annual or semi-annual company meetings. That's what you really want to attend. You're going to learn a lot more about your company and the people and make a lot of connections then. Step 2, make certain you get started in the business properly. So if you follow the training in right there in your back office, everybody's got the same training. And if you share this video that I'm doing right now, everybody have the ground of the training, you have the mints of the training, and then share the attitude article, the copy of the Success magazine, the $5,000 article. That means the tax breaks of being a home-based business. And the little chart that how we do the compensation plan on by hand. Okay, the little circles. And remember, no shortcuts. Don't say I didn't keep all the list in my head. No shortcuts. And so, apply the job description. The 5 keys to wealth is the job description. Make a commitment, 5 to 10 hours a week. Make your list. Attend an opportunity or business training session once a week. Spend 30 minutes per day on your website watching all the videos, reading everything in your website until you know everything about it, and expose the business to 5 people a day, 5 days a week, and make at least 3 presentations, one-on-one, to individuals. One-on-one means belly button to belly button. Okay? Step 3, make a commitment and get started. Decide the time that your commitment, are you going to put 5 hours in, 7 hours in, 10 hours in, 15 on a weekly basis to launch your business, and stick with it and start just doing it. People do what you do. Step 4, make your plan, work your plan, take action. The quicker you dive into the water, the quicker you learn how to swim. And excitement is what sells the business. Oh, don't do, oh man, we might be making extra money here. Man, I'm excited about this business. I'm excited about the business and what it can do for you and me. Okay? Us. Benefits and results. That's why the testimonies are so important. And learn your own testimony and, keep it down real short and make it the same thing every time. I like to tell people you need to learn a 60-second testimony, a 2-minute testimony, and a 3-minute testimony. You learn that 60-second one or a 15-second one. It's much better if you get it less than 60 seconds. Okay. Step 5. Very important. Be willing to put aside the past successes and failures to be totally coachable. Follow the leader. Duplication equals volume equals income. Step 6. Step up to leadership and then teach leadership. Since it's all duplication, everybody's going to teach and do the same thing. And step 7, quitting is not an option. Consistency in daily actions, persistency through rejection, and planned follow-up after each action leads to total success. Your success. Have fun with 7K. Make a lot of money. See you in 5 years, and you're going to all be wealthy and have a lot of gold and silver in your hands.
Absolutely.